Well, friends, good evening. So today, the topic of discussion is something which is, shall I say, very creative and very important in order to understand that what are the rights of an individual in a democratic country. And we all know that rights are important. Rights are important because right will enable you to understand, and right will make you in a position where you can enjoy the dignity as a human being, or you can pursue the all deeds which has been required to perform a healthy, comfortable, dignified life. And understanding the concept of right, since it has been discussed way back in Magna Carta, United Nations, when it was started. And coming back home, we see that why rights are important. Because in pre-constitutional law, there is absolutely scarcity of a right to the citizens of India. When we were governed by British, so we don't have rights to the extent that we can comfortably and proudly say that we are the entertainable citizens, because the scenario of government was different, the way of governance were different. As you all know that people used to go to England to pass that civil services examination. So now it is very important that what a great document which is known as Constitution, which is given to us. And let me tell you all that freedom can only be made understandable, or we can say that country is a free country, that country endorses a freedom only when a particular country gives right to its citizens. And rights are on various counts, that you should be treated with dignity by the government servants. You should have a right for a clean environment. It's a diverse term. So now, first of all, you understand that when the Constitutional Assembly was established, when the freedom was achieved and Britishers were agreed to leave our country, so one of the most important discussions which were taken in Constitutional Assembly debate was specifically on the definition that what is going to be the rights of the citizens in free India. And why that discussion was on, why Constitutional Assembly debate rights to an extensive level. The only reason to that is that because we, in prior independent India, we don't have those enormous rights. Now, as you all know, Constitution gives us one of the beautiful chapter and one of the finest chapter, which is part 3, which is start with state. Why I am telling this all to you? Because as a lawyer, it is very important to understand that and detect in a petition that which kind of a right is violated. And in Constitutional Assembly debate, it has been decided that there were going to be some rights which is known as fundamental right, which is included in Part 3 Constitution of India. And in these rights, enormous right was given to us. Right to life was given to us. Right to equality. Right to participate. Right to conduct your profession. Right to conduct your trade. Right to conduct your occupation. Right to, very importantly, it is very important for a citizen of India to understand that what exactly right is given to all of us. Because right makes us in a genre that we are living in a constitutional democratic country. So idea and the main reason for this video today is to understand what is the concept of we the people. And very interestingly, when the fundamental rights was argued, if you see in Constitutional Assembly debate, as I just told you, the extensive argument was given to the rights, because they were not available when we were ruled by Britishers. Right to life was given to us. Equality before law was given to us, which says that everyone should be treated equally. Fairness in appointment was given to us. Untouchability was demolished. Very unfortunate to say, but in ancient days, it was existed. and you understand the marginal people who really hit by that untouchability. Hence, it is very validly that untouchability was abolished and now it is a crime. The one of the most important thing which as a matter of right which was given to us is to conduct our profession. For example, I am a lawyer, or suppose somebody is a chartered accountant or somebody is a doctor, so they should always be thankful to the founding fathers of the constitution who gave us a right, as a fundamental right, to practice and to profess our profession. Hats off to them. So these right makes a citizen to live in a dignified environment. And one of the most important thing which is known as a constitutional concept, which is to be taken in mind of all of yours, because constitution is not, as you see in schools, there is still not any compulsory syllabus for, especially for young children's or up to +2, that there may be something. I must always propose, I should propose to government, if anybody watching, that there must be a compulsory syllabus of constitutional literacy at least, so that people should be aware of their right. So fundamental rights were debated, right to life was given. And one of the most important thing which also needs to be understood, that when we are interpreting any law before Honorable High Court, because interpretation power is only given to High Courts and Supreme Court. Whenever any question of law comes, so it can only be adjudicated by the highest court or the Honorable Supreme Court of India. So whenever any question of law comes, so law is something which is temporary. But the purpose of law is to impart justice. And you see in the articles of Constitution of India in part 3, they are basically principles. If you see right to life, no one shall be deprived of life except a procedure established by law. So basically it is a principle. Had it not been principle, then right to life will not be interpreted in many ways, as in when needs arisen. Supreme Court has said clean water, clean air. Even it always makes my head high. Supreme Court has further gone on to say that right to proper road is also fundamental right. Right to internet is a fundamental right. Right to electricity, maybe one day it has been maybe decided clearly that it may become a fundamental right. And recently we have seen in the case of Puttaswamy, privacy has also considered within the important facets of Article 21. So law is something which will always remain in making. So whenever any controversy comes, as a lawyer of a high court, we should always have to see that whether that law is constitutional or not. Always it is to be seen whether the law which is existed, which is drafted, or which is legislated by a competent legislature, whether that law fulfills the constitutional values or not. Always see that. And for that you have to do a little industry, you have to go deeper into the matter, as Supreme Court in many cases. The another thing which is very important to know, that when this fundamental right was drafted, it was debated extensively for around 2 years. And at the last, our preamble was established, which starts by saying we the people of India. Now why I am saying this to all of you, and why I probe myself that you should all keep this in your mind, because whenever you meet any government servant, and point to be noted servant, you have to tell them the power vests within ourselves. I mean power vests within you, within the people. So now Constitution makes a citizen king. I am repeating myself. Now the Constitution has made citizen as the king. So we the people, whenever you meet any officers, even a police officer, whenever you meet even a district magistrate, you have to tell them dignifiedly कि sir, you are our servant and we are the boss. बिल्कुल कह सकते हैं आप कि जितने गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट हैं वो आपके सेवक हैं. आप कह सकते हैं कि साहब आप मेरे सेवक हैं, एंड पावर हम में वेस्ट करती है. ये सेंस जो है, व्हाई दिस कन्विक्शन हैज नॉट बीन in minds of every citizen, because constitutional literacy is very scarce. And I hope that very soon government will think on that, and they will at least start basic curriculum so that a person, a citizen of India, should at least know his right, which is being guaranteed by Constitution of India. So we the people means we all citizens of India are the rulers, and any person, any authority, any organization which is a government servant, we all are the student of constitutional law. Government servant means any organization, any person comes within the definition of Article 12. So that person, that organization accountable towards constitution and accountable towards we the people of India. So whenever you meet anybody, keep this on your mind. So this much I wish to share with all of you. Thank you very much.